I have to push it.
Good afternoon. Can you hear us? Back there, Miss Payne? Okay, cool. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for allowing us to come out and speak at Rapoport Academy. Thank y'all for hosting this. My name is J.B.R. Woodson. This is Dr. Ragene Thornton, and Miss Tneyah Lanae. This is Mr. Vincent Thomas. And we are 4 out of the 7 members of Blaccent. We are a nonprofit organization out here in Waco. Got us started in 2020 and been going strong ever since. So this is our first time doing something for Black History Month, and we're super excited. We've been wanting to do something for the absolute longest. So thank you again, Rapoport, for inviting us and allowing us to be here. This is our We See You presentation. We're using it as an introduction to a video series we'll be doing very soon. So as the presentation wraps up, you'll see like our social medias, our website, stuff like that. So please give us a follow on Facebook or Instagram if you got it, and stay in the loop because we do a lot of good work here in Waco. So I really appreciate y'all again. Okay, and then last thing, if you feel inclined to clap anytime during the performance, we ask that you snap instead. Save all applause to the end of the performance. Yeah, thank you. Without further ado, we get started. Ella Baker. Activists like Angela Davis, Tarana Burke, and Brittany Packnett Cunningham are widely recognized for their contributions. But what about Ella Baker? The behind-the-scenes force who believe real power starts with the people. Born in 1903 Virginia, Ella Baker became one of the most influential organizers of the Civil Rights Movement. She worked with the NAACP, helped form the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, and most importantly, advised and mentored the young activists who created the Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, aka the SNCC. She championed group-centered leadership over charismatic leaders, insisting movements must be built horizontally, not from the top down. Her impact is everywhere, in grassroots organizing, youth-led movements, and the belief that everyday people can change the world. Miss Ella Baker, we see you.
In recent years, names like Serena Williams, Coco Gauff, and Naomi Osaka have dominated tennis. But what about Althea Gibson, the woman who broke the sport open long before any of them touched a racket? Born in 1927 in South Carolina and raised in Harlem, Althea became the first Black athlete, male or female, to compete in international tennis. In 1956, she won the French Open. In 1957 and in 1958, she won Wimbledon and the US Open back-to-back. But tennis didn't pay women well, so she pivoted and became a professional golfer, one of the first Black women to join the Ladies Professional Golf Association. Althea Gibson didn't just play the game, she changed the rules. Today's tennis superstars stand on the court she built from scratch. Miss Althea Gibson, we see you.
Kermit Oliver. Nowadays, you might have heard of names like Kehinde Wiley, Amy Sherrill, and Kerry James Marshall, who are all celebrated across the art world. But what about Kermit Oliver? The only American artist to ever design for Hermes while quietly working the night shift at a Texas post office. Kermit Oliver was born in 1943 in Rafego, Texas. A painter with a deeply spiritual style, he blended mythology, Black history, and Southern Western symbolism in ways no one had seen before. In the 1980s, Hermes discovered his work and commissioned him to design silk scarves, turning him into a legend. Over the years, Oliver created more than a dozen iconic scarf designs, many of which are now some of the brand's most sought-after collector pieces. What makes this history remarkable is that despite the fame, he kept working at a post office for decades, wanting stability for his family and choosing art on his own terms. Today, as conversations continue about Black artists, value, and visibility, Kermit Oliver's career reminds us that greatness doesn't always chase the spotlight. Mr. Kermit Oliver, we see you.
This day and age, Black women in medicine are saving lives, leading research, and shaping the future of healthcare. But the very first to do it, that was Dr. Rebecca Lee Copeland. Born in 1831 1841, Crumpler worked as a nurse for 8 years before pursuing her medical degree. In 1864, she became the first black woman physician in the United States. After the Civil War, she moved to Virginia to provide medical care to newly freed people, women, children, and families who had nowhere else to turn. She also published one of the first earliest medical guides written by a black doctor. Her resilience made an entire field possible. Every black woman entering medicine today is walking in her footsteps. Dr. Rebecca Lee Crumpler, we see you.
Sidney Poitier.
Yes.
In 2026, conversations about top-tier actors always include Denzel Washington, Mahershala Ali, and Jeffrey Wright. But none of that lineage exists without Sidney Poitier. Born in 1927 in Miami and raised in the Bahamas, Poitier arrived in New York as a teenager with almost no acting experience. Through determination and relentless discipline, he became the first black man to win the Academy Award for Best Actor for Lilies of the Field in 1963. But Poitier did something deeper. He played roles that show black men with intelligence, dignity, and complex humanity during a time when Hollywood refused to. In the heat of the night, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, To Serve with Love, each film shifted America's cultural needle. He didn't just star in movies, he changed what movies could say. Mr. Poitier also accomplished amazing feats off-screen, being appointed ambassador from the Bahamas to Japan from 1997 to 2007. Sir Sidney Poitier, we see you.
Black actresses like Viola Davis, Ragene and Tneyah made major films and walked local red carpets. But one of the first to truly break through that barrier was Dorothy Dandridge. Born in 1922 in Cleveland, Dandridge started performing as a child alongside her sister in the Dandridge Sisters trio. By the 1950s, she burst onto the Hollywood scene with a grace and a presence that couldn't be ignored. Her performance of Carmen Jones made history when she became the first black woman nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress. She opened doors that had never been cracked open before, but still faced a studio system that refused to give her roles equal to her talent. Despite the challenges, Dandridge's legacy is one of elegance, courage, and groundbreaking artistry. Every barrier-breaking actress today walks the path that she fought to create. Miss Dorothy Dandridge, we see you.
All right, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all so much.